I've always believed that nearly every ship in Star Citizen has a purpose. Even if it's not suited for every role, some ships might be great at combat, others better for hauling cargo. And many are compatible with multi-roles, as they're very flexible. So there are a few which have really impressed me. I have had one of the best experiences in these ships. And to be fair, I'll be sharing small but reliable selection of ships that have never let me down, whether they are specialized or multifunctional. And to give fair exposure to the recent releases, I'll be excluding older, well-established ships like the Drake Cutlass Black, the Avenger Titan, or the Anvil Arrow. So let's begin with a ship that won me over from the first flight. The Crusader Spirit A1. This medium-sized bomber may not carry cargo or shine in dogfights, but it delivers where it matters. While its bombs aren't as massive as Hercules A2, they're precise and effective. Properly positioned, a single payload can deal with a cluster of targets within 100-meter radius. I've even used it for pinpoint bombing during the jump down runs. Yes, I am that guy. Some might argue that the payload is limited or lacks power, but in my experience, 2 hits are enough to take out most medium-sized ships or most ground units. Despite recent introduction of bomb racks, the A1 still holds a strong position in the bombing category. It was one of those 2 true bombers for a while, and it absolutely delivers in its intended role. It's not extremely flexible, nor is it extremely powerful, but the bombs it carries are powerful enough, it's fast enough, and since it's not actually too big, it's of medium size, it can do a lot of damage with those. For a long while, I used to love taking these bounty hunting missions where I need to go to some shipwreck and take out the hostile. I would bomb the area, and oftentimes I might even actually get the mission done with just a single bomb. Other times, yes, I may have needed to land, but most of the hostiles were taken care of by my first payload. Next up, the Drake Corsair. This large class ship packs more firepower than most in its class. I actually think it holds one of the highest damages at the pilot's hands, outperforming ships like Constellation Andromeda. While it doesn't offer the large cargo bay or sleekest profile, its weapons loadout and design make it stand out. The asymmetrical wing layout evokes a certain Star Wars aesthetic, but more importantly, the interior offers practical utility, from the lift that connects upper and lower levels to excellent visibility for situational awareness. And I think that is actually one of the best things about it. You have the capability of exiting to below or above, and perhaps exiting above can give you some advantages in certain situations. Armed with 4 size 4 and 2 size 5 weapon mounts, the Corsair is a formidable threat. However, since the 2 larger weapons are wing mounted, losing those wings can be costly. Also, you cannot use them unless they are deployed. I believe it was sold as a pirate or smuggler's vessel. The Corsair is flexible, durable and effective, with cargo capacity being its only real drawback. I think it is still to this day considered one of the best ships in Star Citizen, and I just like it for all that it's got. The armory, firepower, capability to exit on top, and it's actually durable. Perhaps not extremely compared to Constellation, but still significantly enough. Now for something smaller, the Pisces Rescue. This compact medical craft is invaluable, especially if you are an FPS player, clearing out bunkers, shipwrecks or other places of interest, taking enough damage that you need to return to this ship and get some medical attention. Its small size allows it to be stored inside larger ships and used as a planetary shuttle or mobile medbay. Though it's limited for support roles and minimal armament, its dedicated purpose shines true. The medbay even helps recover hunger and thirst, and you'll find complementary medpens down in the cupboards. It's one of the best support ships you can bring along, especially for long operations, and it doesn't take up that much space. Seeing how the AI has evolved and combat has gotten more dangerous on the FPS level, I think it is one of the most valuable support tools to have in any first-person scenario. Let's move on to fighters, especially the Mirai Guardian series. While I like them all, the top 2 for me have to be the Guardian QI and Guardian MX. QI comes with a Quantum Jammer and 2 size 5 weapons, while the MX sacrifices accommodations for 24 size 2 missiles and 4 size 4 weapon slots. It's slower, bulkier, but designed purely for combat. The standard Guardian and the Guardian QI make for a great starter heavy fighters with beds and interior space. The MX on the other hand is solely built for battle, perfect for experienced pilots or use on a pocket carrier. Though it's not agile, it hits incredibly hard for its class. And for the time being, MX is my new favorite, mainly because the 4 size 4s actually beat 2 size 5s. Plus I also get extra missiles. Lastly, I want to spotlight the Zeus Mark II CL. This sleek medium transport ship boasts a solid 128 cargo units, rivaling the Freelancer Max. While the difference in capacity is minor, the Zeus Mark II CL offers better durability and comparable speeds and maneuverability. With 2 size 4 pilot weapons, a gun turret and a tractor beam turret, it's well equipped for solo or small crew trade runs. It competes very closely in the medium cargo transport tier among the top ships. It's a solid, modern, refined entry to this class, to the introduction of medium-sized transport, and I think it's pretty much perfect. I would like for them to take another look at the Freelancer Max and perhaps make its stats better to actually compete on other levels with this ship, because they are very closely tied together. But these were the 5 ships, or in the case of Guardian, its whole lineup, which have stood out to me as some of the best, most impressive releases over the past 3 to 4 years. They may not be the flashiest or most talked about, but they've earned their place through consistent performance. Whether it's due to role specialization, unique features or versatility, they have all left a strong impression. And I think giving a shot with any of these ships will leave a very positive mark on any player. Sure, there are some who may dislike them, but still these are what I would consider the best releases over the past few years. And if you made it this far, what do you think is or are some of the best releases over the past, let's say, 3 to 5 years? I would like to read them down in the comments below. But as usual, don't forget to like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.